Mrs. Jones, if you're like most people, you probably haven't had the chance to price find cutlery. It's really like anything else. There's a wide range of prices and qualities available, but I'm sure you wouldn't compare Cutco to what you found at your local bargain store, right? And I'm sure you also wouldn't compare it to a luxury set of cutlery with sterling silver handles costing over $4,000. So what I have here is a price comparison sheet for you of two cutlery sets that are considered comparable to Cutco. Now both sets are fine sets with steel similar use to that and Cutco. And as you can see here for the Whoosh-Off set, this has just over $3,000 and on sale for $2,000. And for the Shun set, it's almost $5,000 and on sale for almost $3,000. You can look here for the exact prices and the exact numbers. And even for that kind of money, these sets are worth it, and let me tell you why. Because they have the full tang, and they have the polypropylene handles, and high carbon and stainless steel, and they have, limited warranty on defects and lifetime, guarantees. Now, anyone who owns Cutco will tell you that it is by far the best knife that they have ever used. Of course, you haven't had the chance to use your Cutco that much yet, but do consider the following, though. That these knives, that they have straight handles. As for Cutco, we have the wedge lock handles. These knives here have a straight edge while we have the double D edge. These knives have a 420A steel and we have the 440A steel. And these knives have the lifetime guarantee while we have, or the lifetime warranty, and we have the forever guarantee. And so now on guarantees alone, I'm sure that you would agree that Cutco's is twice as good as both of these sets. So now when a product offers twice as good, twice the value and, quality, it should equal twice the price. So when you're talking about twice the price, it should equal, over $2,500 for a set of Cutco. But don't worry, Mrs. Jones, don't show me where the door is because I'm going to show you what we got. Our first thing here that I'd like to show you is our homemaker. This comes with all 10 tools that we just previously talked about, or with the 8 table knives, and it comes with a wood block and a cutting board and a sharpener. And the best thing about this is not $2,500, and it's not as much as the Whoosh-Off or the Shun set that we just talked about. And the homemaker is actually, with the table knives, it's only 5 investments of $230 a month. Or without the table knives, it's $184 for 5 months. And those also can have the option of paid in full. So what do you think? Do you think you would get the, now if you were considering a set of Cutco, do you think you would get the most use out of a basic homemaker set or the complete homemaker set with the table knives? Okay, the set without the table knives? Is that because you don't have enough people in the house for 8 table knives, or is that because of maybe it's the price? It's the price. Okay. Well, is there a particular price range that you were kind of considering today? Maybe like $500. Okay, $500. Okay. Well, there are some sets here that we do have for $500. Remember, there's a payment plan. Our payment plan is really great for people where you can pay for 5 months. So if you want to look, I can show you our next set, which is also really popular and it's really great. It's our galley set. And for those, you can do 5 payments of $130. And what comes in those are the slicer, the petite shaft, the 24 petite carver, spatula, spreader, trimmer, paring knife, wood block, and cutting board. And you want to know the full price? Okay, so with the table knives is $785. And without the table knives, it's $609. So that's still not too far away from the $500 price. Okay, you want all the knives? Okay, all the knives, right. Well, there's an essential set. And the essential set is really great. And it has like the essential knives if you don't, do a whole lot of cooking, but you want the kind of like the essentials knives. So what comes in the essentials kit is like 5 knives, petite shaft, petite carver, turning board, spatula, spreader, paring knife, wood block, and cutting board. And the essentials, you can get that with or without the table knives. And that is $96 for 5 months without the table knives, or with the table knives, it's $126 for 5 months. And in whole, without the table knives, that's $449, and with the table knives, it's $599. Okay. It's still a really great deal. Like the essentials is really popular. It's for those people who don't do a huge amount of cooking, but really like the essential knives. They're really important ones. Okay. Okay. So you're saying that if you had to spend money, you would only spend it for the ones that you want. Okay, okay, I got you. Alright, well, if you don't mind, I'd really like to show you some of the other sets that we have. And we're just going to take our time going through what we have here. Maybe we can try to find something for you. Either way. And then I would just go through the sets as with the program and literally just go through the notes and show them what sets there was. And then another objection that I got where someone, when I had showed them the Homemaker, they said, I'm only willing to spend $100, point blank period. What do you have for $100? And I said, oh, what do I have for $100? There's a couple sets where you can make payment plans that are for about $100, or there's even one, I'm pretty sure that's for like $96 for 5 months. So if you're willing to pay, you know, $100 for 5 months, that would there's a couple sets that you can get for that. So if you want to take a look at some of those, here we go. We have our, you know, our Studio plus 4 table knives. That's a 102, and we have the Essentials plus 5 table knives. That's like 128, so it's not, you know, right over $100. Not too bad. And then I tried to tell them what payment plans they could do for $100 a month, since it seemed like $100 was in their budget. But they were dead set on just $100. And then some other objections I got were, oh, I've just spent a lot of money for my daughter's iPad and a vacation we're taking next week, and I sent my son to California, so when I get some money, I'm definitely going to call you. If I don't call you, you call me, because I'm definitely buying something. I'm trying to think what was some other objections. Yeah, those are the most popular objections I've gotten, where it's like, I knew they were going to be expensive, but not that expensive. And then, oh, I've had one where someone said, well, can I just have one knife to do it all? And I said, well, no, because then you would really, you know, take too much of the value out of the knife. Would you ever want to go to a mechanic who uses a hammer on everything? I use that analogy. And they said, I have. And I said, well, how did your car turn out afterwards? And they got quiet. And so I tried to talk them into, you know, purchasing more than one knife, but I think ultimately trying to get them to purchase more than one knife got them to not even purchase that one knife. So that's I think that kind of wraps it up, and that's kind of how I deal with the objections, or it's like I'm just completely, just absolutely cannot afford it. And if it's someone that I'm really close with, or someone that I really know, and we're having like a really serious conversation, I tell them, I'm like, well, you know, my parents are in no great financial standing and have not been ever, and they were able to afford a set of Cutco. So really, it's you choose what you are able to afford, and you know, if I've done my job here today and you were truly genuinely interested in Cutco, as you know, I hope you would be, people can find a way to afford what they want to afford. And so that people that I'm close with, they said, you're very true, that's right, that's very true. And so I guess that's kind of a failure on my behalf, on my job. Yeah, because they said that is true, that you could afford what you choose to afford. So, yeah, but I think that's pretty much most of my objections. I hope this video sends, because I always have trouble sending videos. So let me know if there's anything else I need to send you.